Hey, birds, calm down. This isn't a versus battle. Oh, hey, on the table today we've got Lego Harry Potter. Hey everyone, it's Dan at Squirrel Stampede, and today we are going to be building Hedwig and Fawkes, Dumbledore's Phoenix. Fawkes coming out just a few weeks ago and Hedwig about 6 months ago, and I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to combine the two and build some sort of super bird. No, just actually build two birds, an owl and a fox. Fawkes. It's hard to say Fawkes. Fawkes. Anyhow, we've got a lot to build. Two great birdies, a Potter of Harry. Let's get right to the construction.
Squirrel Stampede!
Please squeak, squirmint,
And a squirrel-eyed.
So there, on the table, Hedwig and Fawkes, Dumbledore's Phoenix. I'm very surprised I did not get to Hedwig last year. It's been kind of sitting in my office looking at me. Stop looking at me, Hedwig. And then running a couple weeks ago into Fawkes, Dumbledore's Phoenix, that made me say, okay, let's get these two going. They're looking quite similar though in construction on the box, maybe some differences in the stand, and obviously the color of plumage. They're gonna be really interesting to build. So let's go back in time with the set number 75979, 630 pieces with Harry Potter and Hedwig. On the back of the box, it's the back of Hedwig. They say these birdies are about 7 inches tall with a 14-inch wingspan, pretty nice. While the squirrels are distracted by that cloud, inside the box, one booklet of instruction. Bag 1 must be the stand. Bag 2, the first parts of... Wait, which bird are we building again? Bag 3, 4, and just a small square of stickers. Not too bad, let's start with bag 1 then. Well, that was a lot more simplistic than I thought this build would ever be. I really thought we were supposed to use all 4 bags to build this set, but here it is, Hedwig on this beautiful display stand. I don't really know how to get the mechanics working right.
Oh, Dan, that's completely wrong.
Is it? I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. There's even room for Harry Potter to stand down here. Check that out.
Ugh, working with muggles, I tell you what, I tell ya.
So there we go with the miniature version of the Hedwig build. I suppose though we should try to get the mechanics going. Let's get this display base really going. And constructed Hedwig stand. Uh-oh. That's never good. Okay, I think these go up here, so we're safe there. This, however, seems kind of critical, and I believe it has to do something with step 13. Ah, the unlucky 13. So we'll take a squecknicle break before we get to the rest of the build. Alright, no one will ever know. No one will ever know. So here is Hedwig's stand. There's a little bit of mechanics in there, just rotating and rotating and rotating this post. Pretty interesting build so far. Now we're going to build the meat of this chicken, the center supercore structure of the chicken. Chicken? Is this a chicken or is this an owl? However, let's keep going. Bag 2. Now I know you may be tempted, just like me, to stop right here at the build and leave it as such because it is so awesome. Right here, the inner workings of a seagull flapping its wings. It's beautiful, it's intricate, it's amazing. But the review is about Hedwig, right? Hedwig. So we're gonna bring in another bag of pieces, bag 3. And I think we're gonna start working on wingly things. Some wingly things. So let's start building some more things of Hedwig. Almost there now. It seems like bags 3 and 4 kind of split the wings up a little bit. We've got the left wing now constructed and part of the right wing and a little bit of back plumage. Next we're going to finish off the wings and connect Hedwig's head so that Hedwig could think about taking down Fawkes. And it's Hedwig! We've constructed Hedwig! And Harry! Harry's there too on the base. Hedwig and Harry. My favorite part of this build are the eyes of Hedwig. They just stare back at you. You can look deep into Hedwig's soul with those giant eyes. And then back around, look how they've done all the feathers. Very nicely done, very plumagey, very fluffy, very Hedwig-y. So we've got a little contraption here to rotate and flap Hedwig's wings. So just kind of rotate here. I think everything's working. He's not snapping or cracking. So I must have got everything pinned in correctly. There we go. Look at Hedwig fly. That's kind of mesmerizing. Although the downside is you can't really remove Hedwig. I kind of thought we were going to be able to take Hedwig off the base, but I think pretty well attached into this constructment. So there's Hedwig, and the white pieces weren't even that bad on the tabletop. I was able to show most of Hedwig as we built along. Now we can go on to Fawkes, the fiery red phoenix. I believe the build is going to be very much similar to Hedwig, but they're going to complement each other really well. This is set number 76394, Fawkes Dumbledore's Phoenix. 597 pieces, so a few less pieces to build with. Fawkes has a wingspan of about 13.7 inches, which is just a little bit under Hedwig's, and about 7 inches tall, which is just a little bit more than Hedwig. Inside the box we've got an instruction booklet for Fawkes, and this should all be very familiar to Hedwig. Bag 1, bag 2, 3, and 4. And I don't see any sticker sheets yet. There may or may not be stickers. We'll find out. Well, let's begin the build of Fawkes, the Fire Phoenix. Dumbledore's Phoenix Constructed. This construction's certainly more vibrant than Hedwig. These bright reds and oranges and yellows. I almost thought I was building that parrot from Aladdin a few times. Rotating around though, you can see a lot of the similarities to Hedwig. Now I'm just trying to figure out which one do I like the best. We have the same style action feature we saw with Hedwig, and we can just rotate around and flappy the wings. It's all very rhythmic and soothing actually, just watching these wings go. There's plenty of points of movement in there, so lifelike. I wonder if we can keep it so that the wings stay up. I didn't really try that with Hedwig. Let's see if we can get the wings to stay standing up. Oh good, so the wings will lock in pretty much any position you want. That's pretty important for display, I would say. And back down. I like how Fawkes has the talon stand rod there. It looks good perched on the stand, whereas Hedwig was supposed to be more in flight, holding on to that invitation to that major dance party. Ooh, watch out, we've got almost a wing collision here. Ugh. Oh, now they're flopping down. I wish they placed on a locking mechanism, but I think we might be able to jimmy something. Oh, and yeah, this piece kind of feels sus. I wonder if it was supposed to go somewhere in there and I missed it. Usually a piece of that size is not going to be an extra spare piece. So what one is my favorite of these two? They're both pretty neat. I think I'm going to have to go with Hedwig. And the reason I like Hedwig a little more is just the head. Those eyes, I can stare into those eyes forever. But Hedwig to me says the most of Harry Potter and would be great on any shelf. Fawkes starts getting a little more into the series, so I don't know the story too well there. A quick look at those minifigures, which I keep forgetting to add their wands. There we go, can't forget their wands. Harry's looking kind of cool with the blue winter gloves. Is that the scene of kind of the transition from winter to something in the movie, if I recall? I think he's got a couple faces. Yeah, we can make him a little more angry scared. And what do we got for Dumbledore? I think this might be my first Dumbledore figure. I don't have too many figures. Built the Hogwarts Express. So this one he's a little more thoughtful and smiley, whereas the one I had before he's kind of got an open grin. You don't really see either of those faces though underneath his beard, but it's so awesome. I really am glad they included minifigure plus minifigure of Hedwig and Fawkes here. There's the Fawkes minifigure. That's just a perfect little addition to these. It feels like there was a set about a month ago where it felt like minifigures were absent. Maybe it was the Star Wars and Imperial Probe Droid. I think that one would have been really fun with the Chewbacca and Han Solo in winter gear. But really fun work with these two. Again, they're very similar in how they're constructed. There's a little bit of differences in Fawkes' back end, I think. In fact, I would say out of the two, Fawkes was just a little more complicated on these side panels. There were a lot of these little half circle wedges going on throughout, and I found them just a little more difficult than Hedwig's. That, or maybe since I just had built a Hedwig, I had become a little tired. But it's really quite cool. All these little feathers and plumages, you can kind of move them about if you wish to give a little more display ability. The two really do look great together and would probably work well as maybe bookends or DVD collection ends to a collection. You could place them on either side. So a lot of interesting things can be done. Oh, one more thing on Fawkes. Is Fawkes able to detach from the stand? That's something I really wish these both did a little easier. I don't think so. I think once you're kind of embedded down on the stand, you're not really going to come off easy. I kind of wish that the stands and the birds were able to detach and play around with a little bit. I know the action feature is embedded pretty well, and that's the thing. They're more of a display toy than a play toy, but they still would be fun to fly around the house. So that is Hedwig and Fawkes. And there we go with Hedwig and Fawkes, two very interesting birds of Potter to build. If you like today's video, please give us a squike, a squirrel-eye, and a squamment to let us know your favorite Harry Potter animal friend. Always good to see. Thanks for watching. That's what I have to say about that.